Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You know I am always delighted to have you guys watch me on your screens. Thank you for always coming back. Today's video is a popular demand video. I have had people reach out to me asking what products can I use for my hair, what can I use on my hair to make my hair grow. This video is an answer to those questions. Today we will be making a DIY Ayurvedic oil, and this oil is not only nourishing but also helps with hair growth, scalp health, and restoring shine into your hair. And this is a total hair growth booster. And trust me when I say this is probably the easiest recipe you will find, because I'm sure that after watching this video you'll be able to make your own oil. So you want to like and save this video for future use, and you also want to share it to someone, not just someone, but people you know who are also going to need it. Without no further ado, let's jump right into the video. For this recipe, we are working with some of the best herbs and oils nature has to offer. So let's get into all the things and ingredients we'll be needing to make this amazing oil. First, you need a mason jar with lid or any airtight container that has a cover. We also need measuring cups or measuring spoons, whichever ones you have would work, and also a spatula for mixing the oils and the herbs together. For the Ayurvedic herbs, pardon me if I mispronounce the names, but I'm going to try my best. I'm also going to leave the list of the herbs in the description box, so you want to watch out for that. So we'll be using Shikakai powder, Hisbiscus or Hisbiscus powder as some people call it, Aloe vera powder, Soapnut powder, Brahmi powder, Amalaki or Amalaki powder, Bhringraj powder, plus a nourishing blend of some beautiful oils like coconut oil, olive oil, vitamin E oil, lavender oil, jojoba oil, Jamaican black castor oil, rosemary oil, and a touch of MSM powder. Talk about a powerhouse mix. This oil is a powerhouse. Please do not let the list of ingredients I mentioned overwhelm you. It is really simple and easy. When I was preparing to make this oil, when I was doing my own little research, I realized that many of these Ayurvedic products, like the Ayurvedic hair creams, the Ayurvedic hair butters, the Ayurvedic hair oils, they all literally contain the same herbs. It is just a mix and match of whatever you want. So these herbs, I got it on Amazon and it came in a pack of 7. There are so many that comes in a pack of 3, some ones come in a pack of 2. You just decide on the one you want. You don't have to use all the oils as well. Some people use just coconut oil and olive oil. You can decide to just use black castor oil and coconut oil. You can just mix and match however way you want it. It is because I want to make the oil in a large quantity. That was why I decided to go for a pack of 7. So as I said, you can start small if you want, depending on what you want to do. You can buy maybe just 2 herbs and 2 oils and mix it to get your own Ayurvedic oil. Okay, so do not let the fact that I am mentioning so many oils and so many herbs overwhelm you. It is really as simple as mixing and making your oil. Okay, so let's continue. Once you have all your ingredients ready, trust me, your Ayurvedic oil is about 50% ready. So here's how I make my oil. First, I grab my clean mason jar and then I add about 3 tablespoons each of the Ayurvedic herbs into the jar and I mix it properly. This blend is like a herbal cocktail for your hair already. After that, I start pouring my oils. I was not really measuring the oils, I was just eyeballing it, to be honest. I added every single oil, the coconut oil, the olive oil, the vitamin E oil, into the herbs in the jar, and then I mix it all together until it is fully combined. I would say it is this point you need to put in more work, and I hope you have energy to mix, because you really have to make sure you mix the herbs and the oils together to be fully combined. So once everything is fully combined and mixed together, all you need to do is to cover the jar and store it away from sunlight in a cool and dry place for about 2 to 4 weeks. And you can even store it longer if you can. I know I stored mine for a minimum of 4 weeks. I think it was about 6 weeks, because the longer it infuses, the stronger and more powerful your oil will be. So you can leave it for a minimum of 2 to 4 weeks to allow the herbs and the oils fully infuse and combine together, and your oil is ready. So this was where I stored mine, just at the window in my kitchen, and it is a good spot for it, away from sunlight. It is cool and dry. It doesn't get wet, and I don't get to move the jar, so I don't mix it up all over again. This is a few hours after I have mixed the herbs and the oils, and you can see the oil is beginning to separate from the herbs. And this is, I think, day 2 or day 3 after, and you can see that the herbs have settled all the way down, and the oil, which is the magic, is already floating on top in the jar. And that is what we're going to need, and that is our Ayurvedic oil already. That's it. So this is what I have after waiting for about 6 weeks, and my oil is ready for use. And I got this cute little bottle with dropper on Amazon, and that is where I'm going to be transferring the oil into, so it is easier for me to use that way. At this point, you really have to be meticulous, because you want to carefully pour out the oil from the jar without tilting the jar too much, so that the herbs don't end up mixing into the oil all over again, and then you have to wait for another 2 to 4 weeks. So you just want to be really careful while pouring the oil. So with the quantity I prepared, I was able to get 2 full bottles and a tiny little bit. I still have oil in there, but I did not try to get it, because if I try to pour it out, the herbs will end up mixing into the oil. So I just decided to let it go. However, the herbs in the jar can still be reused for as many times as you want. You just need to add a little more herbs and more oil as you so please, and then allow it settle, and then you make your oil. So it is not a waste. What you have left over can still be used. Okay. Here I'm just trying to show you guys how thin and lightweight this oil is. It is so lightweight on the skin, which means it is not going to be heavy in your hair, which is a good sign of a good oil. And let me tell you, I have made another batch after this one. My husband loves this oil so much, and I gave one to my friend for her to try it out. So I had to do a remake because I really loved the oil too. Let me know in the comments if you'll be trying this out, or if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.